It's not like a wiping out the directed energy attacks or anything like that. But I do, like, I want to tell the truth. I want to say it's not financially feasible, but when it's your life and when it's your time, when it's your body being destroyed by this stuff, by systematic torture, ritual torture. I guess you can say ritual murder. Um, like I'll go ahead and spend the $300 or the $500 because what else am I going to spend it on? Like if I have that money, what else am I going to spend it on? Like, oh, well, I should be able to spend it on a PlayStation 4. But, I buy a PlayStation 4 for $400 and I haven't. Like, I really want a PlayStation 4. I want Batman on there. Love Batman. Batman has helped me get through this so much. Just the thought of that. And that new movie where he's like in the armor and he's like, facing Superman. Not that like I don't compare these people. I compare the kind of the power that they're just spitting out, with the directed energy weapons, and they can read your visual cortex, synthetic telepathy. I do compare it to like powers just being very powerful things being misused. But when it's like that new movie where he's in the armor and it's just like he's just totally standing there like he's just a man and he's standing there like shining the light so Superman will come. I mean that's an amazing thought for me. It's an amazing metaphorical thought, about this situation because it seems impossible. It seems like these people are just, they can torture us all the time. They can do whatever they want. They're not getting caught right now, but we have to do that. I mean, we have to armor ourselves up. We've got to believe that we can accomplish it, that we can beat this, that it's not impossible because you have that kind of confidence and you go out there and you make changes and you put out information. The impossible becomes possible. Um, and I put that picture, on my Facebook page. And my Facebook page is Kyle uh, space Ti. So Kyle space Ti. So please friend me on Facebook if you watch my YouTube channel. I'm trying to connect those two nodes of information and the different people on each thing and trying to connect that all and get it connected to other target individuals' testimonies. The more that we do that, the more that we connect these nodes of information and connect people, the more awareness we can get out there, the more we'll be connected and protected. It's not like you got to go out and meet with some people in a dark room. It's media. It's like social media, so you're protected. Like you may get perped or trolled or whatever, and I think I have. That has happened to me. I'm pretty sure a couple of times, but who cares about that? The biggest thing in this is the torture, the microwave torture. That's like, I mean, I get vehicular stalking, like incredible vehicular stalking during the day, and I haven't seen any sheriffs this week, city police. I'm so happy about that. I think I have some friends somewhere. I know I have connections. Not me personally, but I work for a place where people kind of, I think they're gonna know, and I think I got some friends somewhere that I don't know about. Maybe not. I might be wrong about that, but I think that's how the good guys that are in these positions of authority. I think that's how they have to come at this. I think this is very hard for them. They're scared that their families are gonna get hurt because this is very powerful. Military experimentation with the DoD and stuff like that. So there are good people in these agencies. Like it's not even something that I'm like, oh, I always say this. I'm like, I don't just have faith in it. There has to be like mathematical probability is that there are more good policemen who are just going around, trying to do their jobs than there are corrupt policemen who hate people and want to destroy them. That's just a mathematical thing. There just definitely are because there are good people everywhere. So those agencies wouldn't be any different. And I did hear about like a target individual, and I hate saying general information about this, but like he was approached by somebody in the NSA who said that his targeting was actually being researched and investigated for abuses about the surveilling and about the directed energy weapons. So I guess they accept a certain amount of they accept a certain level of experimentation or surveillance on people, and then if it becomes like overly done, or somebody is like really targeted viciously and it's like huge, they will investigate it for abuses. And I don't know how that works, because it seems like the whole thing is an abuse to me. But there's definitely traction, there's definitely friction within these agencies, with good men in these agencies, people who do want to watchdog stuff, people who don't know, people who are in the know. There's definitely stuff that's going on that we do know about, and stuff behind the scenes that we don't know about. So I just want to say that's a very hopeful thing. And, I don't know. I could be wrong. He could have just pulled, they could have, with my stalking, I don't know why that happened, but I haven't seen police or sheriffs in like a week, or it's been about a week and a half, or no, probably just this week. I have been seeing a lot more, trucks with trailers and stuff. So I feel like it's kind of been replaced. I think when my organizer kind of loses traction on it, he goes to another thing. So he maybe lost traction with getting police to caravan me and stuff like that, with they being able to lie through a certain channel, through a certain, I don't mean like YouTube channel or anything, but a certain channel of communication he had. And then he'll go up to a backup, like, people with trailers or something like that. They'll kind of switch it up on me. But who knows? I could go out tomorrow and see some police, patrolling, really harassing me, because it's horrible harassment when you're microwaved and then you get a sheriff, parking by you in a black SUV parking on the other side. You've been tortured for 6 years, and you were tortured the night before, with microwave hearing, and you wake up feeling cooked, and they're watching you. So it's a 180. It's a 180 degree turn of like what should be happening in society. I just wanted to give some of my thoughts. Please comment in discourse, because these are just thoughts. I saw another target individual, and he was like, he's going through things in his head, and that's what I do, because this stuff is so hidden. You can't come out and say, this is exactly how it works, this is exactly how it's set up. It's very compartmentalized. There are a lot of moving parts. So, we can theorize and say what's happening to us, but we can't definitively say, this is who's involved, this is how it works exactly. Nobody can say that. Even the people who do have the microwave weapons, who are, remotely hitting us with over-the-horizon radar or satellite or drones, or whatever the delivery mechanism is. Most of these people don't know all the angles. My attacker, basically, he is just pointed at me, and he's doing whatever he can to destroy me. And he'll use my family. He'll I hope he doesn't hurt my friends, but I know that there are certain things that I know that he's done, and it seems like everybody around, and even his family, is just collateral. And he is, because I don't know what his deal is. I don't know why he became this or what he belongs to. Not definitely. I do know he's ex-army. That's all I know for sure. And I have theories about other things, but he's going for me. And he wants to neutralize me, kill me, or put me away in a mental institution, or get me homeless, get me to the next level, or get me in jail, which is the next level. And he's willing to hurt whoever he has to do that. I don't understand it. I don't know why anybody would take those orders when you're hurting so many communities. Your people on the street with one-light cars, vehicular stalking, or patrolling, or whatever they want to call it. they're putting families in danger out there, and then they're saying that I'm the dangerous person when I don't want any of this going on. I don't want it happening to me. I don't want it around my family. Don't want it around his family. You know, so it's a very complicated thing, and you know, I understand and I accept myself when I make these videos of why I can't come out here and be like, okay, guys, this is the deal. Boom, 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 boom. You know, I have to figure it out myself. I have to just be like, okay, this is what I'm seeing. And I know that there are good people in the world, and I know how kind of money flows, and I know that we have a big military industrial complex. There's experimentation with weapons going on, and I have to like do just with that other target individual. And you know, I've said this many times, you know, how I do things. But he said kind of what I was feeling. He's like he's not going to come out there and say this is the way things are. He's going to have discourse about them and say this is what I'm doing, this is what helps, this is what I feel is happening. You know, I with the remote neural monitoring, that's so hard to prove, but you know, they are definitely doing that to me. It is definitely more active as this is going on. It was probably surveillance and passive, you know, remote neural monitoring, my visual cortex, images, you know, words that you think. But it's become a lot more active as they've been working on me, you know, to where they can actually influence images in my mind. But I have to say, with the copper mesh, it toned down like 80% of it during the day. I actually I actually just put on this song, and this helps you combat things like that, like the remote neural monitoring. I condition myself with my own images that strengthen me. And so I watched this song, this video. It's The Point of No Return, with the new Batman versus Superman, and I just like kind of kept listening to it over and over. They didn't like that. They tried to stop it, you know, on my phone, you know, trying to stop it because it's like I put my headphones on and listen to it. But I wanted to burn those images into my head, positive images. So when I felt like, you know, they were coming from the other way, trying to kind of mess with my head, that I think of those things to strengthen me. So it's a good way to do it. Music is powerful, is very powerful. You know, soothing music. If you're religious, images of Jesus or you know, the cross. You know, look for these images. Or if you're an artist, your own art. You know, strengthen your mind with those things. Ooh, do y'all like my Iron Man thing? It's like a little poster, like a thicker poster, and then I got like a Batman poster, but it's like it's from the PlayStation 4 game, which I haven't got yet, and I watched some video on it, and there was lots of spoilers, so it's been a while since that's been out, since PlayStation 4 and Batman came out, and it's like it'd be $500 to get it. And I bought defenses, you know, and other stuff instead. To me, it's been worth it. It's given me the inches that I need to keep going and helping my mom to do. And I haven't been even doing a great job at that, but you know, better than nothing. You know, better than being really sick and not being able to get out there. So everybody keep fighting the good fight. This thing is not impossible. That's like what I was talking about on my Facebook page. I love Star Trek, and I put you know, a picture of Jean-Luc Picard, and it's a saying that, you know, things are only impossible until they are not. Until they are not, which is saying nothing's impossible, no matter how big it is. And you know, I see it here. I see it here that, you know, we're not going to be able to rise up in some kind of, you know, revolution, take the streets or something like that. That's not how things work. The more people complain about this, the more targeted individuals that complain to senators and representatives and get videos out and get into, you know, social media communities and physical communities, and then non-targeted individuals start complaining about it too because they care about humanity and human rights and non-consensual human experimentation, the more people that complain and say no, and they learn about it, and they're like,